Good morning, good morning. Today we're going to be taking a look at XRP at some different time intervals compared against the fractal we've been tracking and the Sigma coin. So, all right, so recapping, 5 waves, ABC. Are we done is the question mark. So looking in at our current price action here, before we jump into it, we have this kind of low, lower low, and a higher low. Okay, so this is potentially promising of a head and shoulders pattern where we've already now started our wave 1, wave 2 off these lows, and we're getting ready to impulse. This would align with the low, lower low, higher low that we saw back here, back in 2024 before the breakout. But we just need to be aware that this may be where we are right here, and we're going to possibly roll over one more time, set that lower low, then we're out of here, right? So just be aware we're at one of these two spots, either there or there, right, is what we're thinking, okay? Momentum-wise, jumping into that, on the 4-hour, which is our main metric, we are flipping red here, but this candle has not closed yet. So we do have some time, but as of right now, it is flipping, which could indicate one more sweep down into this region to $1.95, maybe even to $1.94, hitting that 702. But we've had extremely strong buying at each of these points down here. And so there's definitely somebody stepping in to absorb that price action. Daily would also support a potential for another low, because we have yet to see any strength on this indicator. This one's completely maxed out to the downside, and this one's pointing down. So the likelihood of closing one more gap lower is high. So we'll just continue to monitor that. But this was the encouraging one. We've got ourselves a 3-day, and the 3-day, I've gone back and kind of back tested this. I'll do a little bit more extensive view of it, but I'm starting to use the 3-day now for larger overall trends. So you can see that we've flipped positive on the 3-day here on November 30th, and we've been staying green down in this region. These guys are working to catch up, and we actually had this one moving up as well. It's still printing a purple, but we'll see how that plays by Monday when this flips over in the next 12-ish or 18 hours or so. So from here though, but check this out, here's where we actually have it flip red, and we've been red ever since we've gotten through here. This is our first green post here on price action. So after our parabolic run, printed an 8 and 9 right at the freaking top, we ended up having this guy go from green to red through here, and then that was just our slow bleed that occurred for the overall market. Same story here, went red, flipped green right into this region. You would have caught most of the move to the upside. And again, same here, we got green, and we would have caught that run up into here until it kind of faded and rolled over on itself. And then the one that's most important, you can see again that the 3-day caught the move all the way up to the top of the range, and then we actually got a little bit more of that squeeze, and then it was out of here. So, and we were able to kind of start reaccumulating. So 3 days, pretty good metric for time on here, and the fact that we're green is very good. So that should hopefully result in higher prices soon. Finally, we got Sigma, and so Sigma is loading here, and as Sigma loads, there we go, we can see that we had a big capitulation candle yesterday after the video. And since then, we've had buys coming in. And so price action of XRP has actually gone down during this time, yet Sigma has gone up. So we've got absorption, we've got accumulation stepping in, buying the asset, and pushing price hopefully higher soon. So we're still just kind of in that grind move, but if the 3-day is telling us anything, we are getting close to wrapping this up for everything. So we'll continue to monitor the 3-day, bring that into our videos, but right now, bullish. But short-term price action looking a little kind of like and then we've got ourselves the 4-hour beginning to say that we might have another couple days of just kind of sideways chop, and possibly that lower low to match the fractal of one more kind of like low bounces and then one more low, and we go low bounces and one more, but man, that's so close. I really think I'm gonna say, well, we'll see how it plays. I'm gonna say we do not set a new low. That is what I'm going to say here, but just be ready for it if it happens. So we'll see if I'm right. Just because of the structure is primarily what I'm looking at, but this indicator and this being completely bottomed out with higher price action makes me think we're probably going to just recover here, but we'll see. We'll find out together. If we do, there's your buying opportunity. So we'll look at it as a positive thing. So, all right, we'll check into this here tomorrow and see if I'm right that we don't set a lower low. We'll find out.